I found this glass elongated vase from Michael's. I do think I paid about $12 for it. And we're going to be working with Bethlehem today. This is by a Maker Studio. This is one of their mesh stencils. And it has the image of the manger scene at the bottom. It comes in 3 sections. The snow scene with the pine trees and the deer, and then the top portion is with the snow. So I'm going to start by using the manger. And you want to remove your stencil from the backing, and you want to put that aside because you're going to use that to store your mesh stencil, as these are reusable. Those were my rubber applicators from Redesigned by Prima. All this can be found at chalkitupfancy.com, and we're going to be using the black ceramic paint. Sometimes I'd like to tape off areas that I feel I may migrate into, that I don't want the ink. And just going to put a little bit on your applicator, and you're just going to pass it over the image. I try to pass as little times as possible. I usually pass over and then go back and pull up any excess paint. I did notice that I missed a few spots in the mesh, and then you want to go back and definitely try to fill that in. You just want to put enough pressure that you're getting that ink pass through the mesh onto the glass, which goes on quite easily. And then you're going to remove your stencil, and I put this aside to dry for 24 hours. Now I'm just going to go over real quick how to clean your stencils. It's very, very easy. I just always have a tub of water. You can get these tubs really at almost any dollar store. And I fill it with just fresh water, and I'm just using my finger to try to clean the mesh of the ink, and in this case, the ceramic paint. You're going to have some staining on your stencil. That may not completely come clean, but you want to focus mostly on the screen so that that is free from any paint for your next use. Once you feel your screen is completely clean, I just take a paper towel, and the key is you want to lay it sticky side up to dry. And then once dry, you can put it back on your backing. So let's try this particular scene. Now I should have cut this one in half, because you see that line, that's mesh. But it worked out fine. But that's what I should have did. I should have put this into 2 pieces. But I used it as one. And this is the snow scene with the deer. And this particular bucket was they call it a chalk pail. So like you could write on it with the chalk. So it kind of had a funky texture to it. And I did find that my stencil wasn't sticking as nicely as it was to glass or other items that I've used. But it was enough. So I just used some extra tape just to hold it in place. But anytime you find that it's not adhering as well, you don't want to play around too much with too much of the paint, because that's when it can pool underneath. So in this case, we're going to be using the ceramic called Angel Wings, and it's our white. And again, I'm putting it on my rubber applicator. And again, all this can be found at chalkitupfancy.com. And it's so easy. You're just going to pass the paint over your image. I try to move in one direction if I can for the bigger images. And now I'm just grabbing the snow here. And then you're just going to remove gently your image. And now you can see that line because I didn't cut the two in place, but it came out fine. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. For other tutorials, go check us out on YouTube. You can now watch all our videos at chalkitupfancy.com. For any paint products, tissue paper transfer, or mesh stencils, chalkitupfancy.com. Thank you so much.